out today. But some of the negatives of demonetization perhaps could be ending. The trauma of depositing old notes is over. The cash crunch is likely to also be over the next few weeks, if not longer. But the after effects of demonetization will continue to hurt the economy. Two industry veterans and one think tank are emphatic that India's growth story is not going to revive anytime soon. Parabukvala Vora gets you more.
The Modi government's shock treatment to India's cash-driven economy will continue to have its after effects in the form of sluggish growth. Over the past 2 months, labor-intensive, cash-driven and consumption sectors have shown sluggish sales. For instance, Bajaj Auto's December sales have dipped to a 33-month low. Domestic sales fell 11% to 1.06 lakh units in December as rural demand declined by 20%. What is worse is that Bajaj's business head as well as Hero MotoCorp's former joint managing director say that the economy will take very long to recover from the impact of demonetization.
Post demonetization, the impact has been really terrible, and honestly we don't see any respite in that, so we are simply not able to talk about any future. We have to just see how things pan out from here. The rural certainly has been more in nature, and we should say something like almost 20% plus type of an impact has been there in the rural.
For businesses, especially small businesses. And I would imagine that could take another 2 to 3 months for liquidity to be completely back in the system. The industry and economy, however, I think will take a little bit longer. I would imagine anywhere from 9 months to maybe even 12 to 18 months.
Think tank CMI, known for its meticulous data on investments, has a more dire warning. The cash ban could break India's GDP trend line.
The impact of demonetization is not one of 2 or 3 quarters and then we'll see a hockey stick turnaround or anything slightly close to that. I think this is going to be a long-drawn, a fairly long-term hit to the economy, where our growth rate has been reduced substantially for the long run. Demonetization in the short run has hit consumption expenditure, and the hit on consumption expenditure is sharp. Most companies are talking about 25, 30, even 40% fall in consumption. I don't see this consumption coming back to normal very easily. And as this takes time to come back to normal, investments take a hit.
The grim outlook is a severe test to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's demonetization drive, which, as he says, was not intended to make short-term windfall gains, but for a long-term structural transformation. But the key question is, how long do we have to wait for the long-term benefits? Bureau Report, CNBC TV 18.